Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, everyone, let's see what we got for you right now. If you like those British cars from the 60s, well, you are in the right video. If you like those quite regal looking cars, you're definitely in the right video. Let's see what we got for you right now. We have a quite interesting looking, very attractive to my view. As I guess I sound like a broken record because I say attracted to almost every model, but I do find them attractive. I mean, I can't lie. I don't know, maybe because I'm the one that I have an eye for cars and I see every little part. Like the front end of this car, it's super rare to me. I don't remember seeing a quad headlight like that with a ground grill in the middle and a car from the 60s. It's different. It's just a different car. You gotta respect the way this car goes by. But this is a model that basically, just so you know, this is the end of the model year for this model. What I mean by the end of the model year is because this is a 19. Let me do a proper presentation and then I'll get into details. We have 143 scale, 1966, Singer Vogue State, or station wagon, how they call it in other parts of the world, or they call them, I know they got different names depending on where you're watching. Now, this beautiful Singer Vogue is the end of the year, the end of the era of this model because this model ran from 1961 till 1966. It's the first generation Singer Vogue. They go by numbers. They go one, the two, the three, and the four in Roman numbers. And basically, the Singervo was a badged engineer version of the Hillman Superminx. And basically, this model qualified between the Superminx and the Singer Gazelle for the Roots group. I think is a well looking car. I like the two tone color. It gives me a bit of an American look, Americanized look. I'm not gonna lie. The front end kind of, it could definitely pass by as probably an Edsel from the 50s or a Ford. It quite does fall into that. Let's talk about. It says here the engines had you had a 1.6 engine on this car that carried 66 horsepower. I mean, back then, 66 horsepower was acceptable for a mid-sized car. Nowadays, you put 66 horsepower, and they'll laugh at you because not even as a mini car has 66. But back in the days, were different. The Series 2 version for 1963, which that's when they started this, uh, carried the disc brakes as standard. So that's a big achievement for a 1960s car. Remember, not everyone had a. Now, just so you know, the engine kept getting bigger. In 1964, they came out with a 84 horsepower. They increased the engine to 84 horsepower, and then in 1965, they increased the engine to a 1.7, but with the same horsepower. And this model, before I forget, they came as a sedan or saloon, how you call it, it depends on where you're from, or also as a state, which is the one that we're looking at right now. I think both of them are very attractive. Just before I forget, this is a resin model and is made by British Heritage. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. What do you guys think about this nice, to me, it's very well made resin model? And what do you guys think about this car altogether? One thing I want to know, was this model ever sold outside the UK? And actually, no, let me rephrase that because I have to say this model right here was actually sold in South America. And I'm sure this model was also sold in Australia and South Africa and maybe New Zealand. So, beyond the countries that we all know that promoted the cars from the UK back in the days, and I say South America because this model, example, in Uruguay, they were sold. I'm not sure about Argentina, but I'm probably sure they also did. I wouldn't say every part of South America, but I'll keep it to like the southern cone, which is Argentina and Uruguay, maybe Chile. But I think Australia also had this model, and also New Zealand, probably South Africa, and maybe some other European country that I'm not sure about. All right, guys, don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Give me those beautiful comments. I read them all. Believe it, I read them all. All right, stay tuned. I'm posting videos every day, and don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.